Good evening, guys. Good evening. Bringing my buddy as well. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And I'm joined with some guests from stateside still. You know what I mean? So, welcome to the channel. Before I start the show, please like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. Also, share the content on all social media. Okay? Show some support. You know what I mean? So, anyway, without no further ado, I'm going to introduce my guest this evening. But listen, the man that doesn't need any introduction. I was watching his show today, and trust me, it's pure vibes, pure vibes. I've actually been on the show with him before. Southern Gooner in the end. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, brother. Glad to be here, man. Ready to cook this Arteta. You already know what time it is, my man. I am I am ready to go.
Yo, Jimmy Spliff.
Yo,
Make up your damn self, my brother.
Yeah. We here. What's up, bro?
Listen, you know what it is today?
What's going on, brother Jay?
I see that show, that you done with the man there.
Northside.
No, he done a show with
What? Never Foul?
Yeah, that one, that show there. Yeah. And I saw to myself, I read the bottle and said Jimmy Spliff. And I go, I said the only Jimmy Spliff, and the brother that plays song like America, And then I looked at his profile. Yes, brother, that's the brother there. And that's the brother there. But I've listened to you in action, brother, because I'm a sound man myself. So
okay.
You understand the part there. So you know what I mean? It's like I thought, huh? Do you know what I mean? Well, you from New Jersey?
Yeah, originally.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. There's another one, isn't there? Is it King Amnesty or something like that? Is it King Amnesty?
Oh, and yeah. They from the Virgin Island.
Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? I couldn't actually think of the name still. But big up yourself, brother. We're gonna keep the link, We're gonna keep the link because
definitely.
I play sound still, so we keep the link. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But welcome to the show, my man. Welcome to the show. How are you today, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Can't complain. I'm here.
Yeah. Cool.
Got a terrible manager, but I think something to relate to that.
Hey, man, we have a terrible everything.
Listen,
I'm here.
We're gonna talk about a few stuff. But first, I want to start off with Arsenal. I'll go round. But first, I'll start with Southern Gooner. What is going on with Arsenal, my man? What's going on?
Right, 1 win in 7, 9 goals allowed in 7 games, 3 goals scored in 7 games. Starboy, let you the stat: 9 goals in 27 games. Odegaard, 3 assists in 27 games. 3 assists.
Jimmy Skinny Teeth that day.
60.
Nah, I know where he's going. I know where he's going with this.
He said his team sells us a $65 million paperweight.
I knew that was coming.
This man couldn't sell $1 for 50 cents. $1 for 50 cents. They tell me, hey, right.
They got the warning. We tried to warn him, but those top gooners.
Hey, Jimmy, he should have came with a Surgeon General warning. Cancerous.
Not Havertz was an as-is sale. In America, we call it as-is.
As-is,
Is what you get.
Hey, Jimmy.
No returns.
Hey, Rod. Hey, Rod. He gonna tell you, you go down. Hey, Jimmy, know what I'm talking about. You go down there to that car lot, and you see that Escalade. You be like, oh man, I want that, man. That thing looking right. And then you look at the price. You go all the way down to the bottom. You see a big check mark that say as is. We cover nothing. There's something wrong with it.
I think we got something like that in England called car boot sale or something like that.
Like when you buy the car, that's what you get. If
that's what you
drive off that lot, it's yours.
It's yours. That's it. Yeah, what Wu-Tang say, it's yours. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. Yeah. And so we stuck with these players, man. And so you got a section of the fan base. They are falling in love, man. I mean, this is straight romantic. They are romanticizing these players. You know, the manager hadn't done nothing in 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years have not done anything. And they keep going back. Well, man, what about the FA Cup? I'm not recognizing the timeout. FA Cup, when you get timeouts, you get juice boxes, you get crackers, you get, Indian style on the pitch, you get nursery rhymes, you get all this stuff to, make sure you accommodate it, Huh? And then you fast forward, he gets rid of that team, he keeps his team, and then now you're seeing this thing play out for what it is. I told people this before, and I'm gonna say it again. If he was such this world-class manager coming from Man City, why was Everton never in the discussion?
Yeah.
Why didn't PSG go look for him? Why did he go start out at a smaller club? Dagenham Red, Oxford United, MK Dons,
Yeah.
That's about his speed, get your booster wheels on your bike, Instead, he comes straight to Arsenal Football Club. And any manager, this is why I hate we hire Emery right after we, they call it so we're gonna bring in a proven name, They brought in Emery, and any manager coming in that door behind Arsene Wenger was never gonna stand a chance. Never gonna stand a chance.
However, I think you should have kept Emery though.
Oh, I do too. I agree. 100%. I agree. But with this fan base, they never gonna stand a chance. So what do? They said, well, we're gonna get somebody who was the captain of the club, who was won a trophy for entered the trophy drought, And I'll say the same thing I said this morning. Quite frankly, he was average at best when he played for us.
Yeah.
He was average at best.
Even when he used to play for Everton. Because remember, he came for Everton, didn't he?
He was average at best there.
Yeah, he was average at best. He was average at best there. Do you know what I mean? And it's a quick one.
Yeah.
West Ham are still losing 1-0. And Said Benrahma is just been sent off, red card.
Oh wow!
Who played? So who was Ham playing today? Who was Ham playing?
They're playing Bristol City.
Oh,
Bristol City.
Okay. Oh, it's ready to replay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know because we're not in that. We're not in that too, by the way. So I know that. I had no clue. Yeah, I had no clue that we were even that was even going on. The FA Cup was even still going on. So I'm so far removed from that too. Let's talk about this manager with these cups, y'all.
Yeah,
another year, 2, not 1, 2 cup competitions in the first half of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sackable.
Yeah,
sackable. This manager, we were in there for that Carabao Cup. Y'all know how it go. Bigger fish to fry. We going for the big trophies. We going for the top dollar. We going to the top of the food chain. We are in the Champions League. The just for decoration. You know how when you decorate your Christmas tree and you throw the little glitter around there. It really ain't the actual lights. It's just something to add to it. That's what we are to the Champions League. Oh, well, they just, hey man, we'll just drum up get a couple people buy some more contracts because Arsenal they in it, but they ain't gonna win it. So people are watching it because Arsenal, they there. We are like the dressing on a salad. It's there. Now whether it's good or not, you don't know, but it's there. And so you got us sitting in this Champions League, and I've been telling folk. Y'all thought them 2 cup competitions was explosive the way we got put out. You wait till when Porto, you wait till when Porto pull up the town. You do know, Rod, that we have never been Porto in the Champions League, right? You know that, right?
Shut up, seriously.
Never beaten them.
Wow.
They got Champions League pedigree too.
Yep. They got they've won 4 European trophies. I think we won the Cup Winners' Cup.
Yeah, another one. The UEFA Cup under Mourinho, and they won the Champions League under Mourinho as well.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think that wasn't that in the following year?
I think he skipped a year and then he got.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know if it was back to back, but I know it was close.
Yeah. Porter, the things that Porter's a good side, but however, when we played Porto in the Champions League, we patterned them up.
Right, you got to remember though. You got to see, Raw. You have to look at things in the context of your team. Your team is different than Arsenal's team.
Yeah, but it wasn't always like that though.
9 goals in 27 games. I'm gonna keep going back to these numbers, man. Do you know? Would you know that our average goal conversion rate is around about 23% for the team?
Seriously.
Just tell you what I know.
That's Chelsea last year levels.
Yeah. So I mean, what you scoring?
We scored like 40-something goals in 30-something games last year.
Jimmy, let me bring you in, Jimmy. What are you saying about this whole Arsenal situation, man? Chat to me, man. Talk to me, brother.
To be honest, I'm surprised. Like
I'm not. Jimmy, how you surprised? 93%.
This is what I'm surprised about, right? For how well Arsenal played last year, to watch them now to be like more possessive and controlling and all that crap. Like, why did he?
You know why?
What he had going. It was perfect.
Like,
a lot of my closest friends are Arsenal fans, so naturally, I watch Arsenal just for the bets, if anything. You know what I mean? Like a lot of time, and ended up watching Arsenal a lot to the point where you realize Arsenal played great football last year. Not good, great, exciting, rock and roll football. Like it was a good watch. This year, I feel like I'm watching anybody else.
You here in the States, right, Jimmy? You in the States, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this home for you, Raw. I'm gonna bring this home. We're gonna relate this to the state. So why would a football team, and I'm talking NFL now, this is Arsenal. We will run the football down your throat. We just run it, boom, 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 boom. And then we say, you know what? We're gonna switch it up, man. We're gonna air it out every play.
Yeah.
That's the best way. And he know what I'm talking about. We just completely changed every single facet of the game. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Jimmy, you want to know why? You want to know why, Jimmy? You want to know why, Rod? Why we flipped everything over? You want to know why everything changed? Because the manager is playing not to lose. He's not playing to win. He's playing not to lose. And when you play not to lose, you second guess yourself every time.
Yeah.
Nothing's finite. He's not doing anything.
This year, Arsenal's the hunted. They're being hunted opposed to last year, you know?
Yeah.
This year, teams are coming in realizing, like, look, it's Arsenal. You gotta bring that A1 game, and they're getting A1 from the start. But it's like Arteta, and he doing something that I hate. Instead of worrying about what your opponent is gonna do, I'm saying instead of worrying about what you're gonna do, he's more worried about what the opponent is gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Arteta should have looked the way we played last year. Worked. Almost nobody could stop it. I'm gonna do that again until somebody proves they can stop it.
Yeah.
Nobody proved they can stop it. They just came out this year playing different.
Dr. J, all he had to do, all Arsene Wenger, Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. All Arteta had to do was to turn around and say, you know what? We're gonna go beef up this team. I'm bringing in about 3 world-class signings, and we're gonna have another run at this. Instead, he goes out and gets one underclass signing, not world-class, underclass. I mean, bottom of the basement. I mean, low to the floor.
Who's that?
Kai Havertz.
In England, they call it Poundland.
A pound, Tesco. They call it Tesco over there. Going down there to Tesco.
No, but that's Wilkinson's, man. That's Wilkinson's.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's Wilkinson's family.
Yeah. Hey, over here, we talk about. We call it the flea market. Going down there to the flea market.
Yeah, we call it the flea market.
Yeah, you're going down there. You know, you pick and pull. You know, pick and pull. You know, man, I can go over here and get. I can go over here to TJ Maxx and get this a little bit cheaper. You know. Yeah, that's what we did. Man. You know, instead of him buying. Hey, Rod, instead of buying Calvin Klein cologne, you over there getting Paul Sebastian.
Some high variety,
yeah, you over there, great flannel. you over there getting the cheat stuff, you know. Hey, you ain't even pick it up. Hey, he ain't even picking up Karl Lagerfeld. He over there picking up Great Flower. He hit the bottom of the flow, you know. And see, that's what we do in the transfer market. We go get the cheapest of the cheap, and then we try to sell it.
Did the Arsenal realize? Come on, Arsenal must have realized that what Chelsea was going through, because you know what? When Chelsea saw Arsenal coming for Kai Havertz, I kid you not, yeah, the eyes lit up. The eyes lit up. You guys got fleeced, blood.
When the timeline, you know Twitter, how Twitter stay. When the timeline was like Arsenal's interested, I was like, if we can get 45, 50 M's, yo, that'd be a good. You know, 20 million loss, but we got the Champions League, so it balanced out. Yeah. When they said 65, I was like, all right, there's no way they're gonna pay that. Arsenal didn't even argue. We said 65. They said here's 65.5. Here.
That was the quickest, but believe that was one of the quickest deals we have ever completed.
At least one thing I could give, man. Oh, Bristol scored again. Wow.
It's 2-0 now.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. That was a replay. Sorry.
Oh,
replay. My head was gone just now. Like, wow. But at least Man United, we wanted 60 odd for
Mason Mount.
For Mount. Man United, they went back and forth. I think we came at them with 70 or something, 75, something crazy.
Even that's good for that's good. That is good for bloody.
And they talked it down. We went to Arsenal, said 65. They said here's 65. They went right into their purse. 65 right here. I was blown away. And then what got me the most, right? And Southern gonna probably know this because he follow his club. Was all the Arsenal fans who used to call them crap, all of a sudden they decided, well, we have them now.
I did a show on that, Jimmy. I did a show on that about how many fans they were trying to come up with. They were trying to come up with all of these scenarios.
Yeah.
But we can play him here.
Work.
He can do this.
Chelsea, you playing him out of position.
Yeah.
And we said it. We said, listen, everything y'all are saying right now, we said. I went on a couple shows and I broke down the steps of what they were gonna go through with Kai Havertz. He was gonna come in, you're gonna realize, oh, he got some tech. He's kind of smooth. Oh, he looks nonchalant and smooth. He reminds you of Berbatov. Then he'll make a couple good passes, couple good headers, and you'll go, oh wow. Then he's gonna get a little purple patch, score a couple goals, and you go, whoa, off the ball movement, whoa, and then he's just gonna disappear, and then you're never gonna see him again. Then he's gonna go about 10, 11, 12, 13 games are just stinking it up. Yeah. Looking like he don't care. The most energy he's gonna give is when he's going to foul somebody because he's upset.
Yeah. Well, the numbers don't lie. This is what I was telling you: 9 and 27.
Jeez.
Jesus, 7 and 21.
That the biggest surprise to me. I'm not surprised about Jesus. I never rated him as a goal scorer. Martinelli. Wow.
4 and 24.
Yeah. Martinelli was somebody. I remember I used to tell people Martinelli was the type of player that I thought Klopp would come and try to pick off.
Yeah.
I used to say that. I used to be like, yo, that's a Klopp type of winger right
there. Rob, do me a favor. Rob, do me a favor. Put a pin right there on Martinelli. I'll come back to him in a little bit. Y'all remind me about Martinelli. We'll get to him in just a second. Just hold that. I got some more to say about it. Look at this. Your boy, Havertz, 5 and 29. 5 and 29, 65 million. You know, we're all about the same age. $65 million back in the day would have had you. Could you imagine what $65 million would have got you about 8 years ago?
Oh man, it would have had you the best players in the world, man.
65 million. You hear that number, you thinking you doing something. Yeah. You know, if you was a blind man and you was, you just ride, they say Arsenal spent $65 million. You're like, oh man, we get somebody that's we about to do something. 5 and 29. The king of Zamunda, 6 and 27. 6 goals and 27.
Who was the king of Zamunda?
Eddie Nketiah, the king of Zamunda. 6 goals in 27 games.
Every time I hear his name, all I can do is this.
Yeah, we call it the King of Zamunda now. That's what we call the King of Zamunda. Hey.
Another room, man. Listen, hold on. You're killing man tonight, to the brother.
King of Zamunda. So he hadn't scored no away goal this year, right?
Wow. And then he had a hat trick for one out of those 5.
That was at home, brother.
But, he got 5 and 3 and 1. So
I mean, look here, man.
3 different games.
Bro, you can get a one-legged man to go out there and score 3 goals on Sheffield, man. Come on, man.
Was it on Sheffield United or Crystal
Sheffield United? Yeah, he was up there jumping around like my boy on Bloodsport, my boy Anthony. He's celebrating. Your boy Chong Lee, like they're jumping around like Chong Lee, on Bloodsport. Oh man,
movie reference.
I don't even know if I could survive this streaming.
Hey man, I mean, you jumping around like he doing something, Then you look at Space Ghost. I call him Space Ghost. Odegaard,
yeah.
Space Ghost, coast to coast.
And I think he's so talented, man. But you can tell he cannot handle pressure. The big games.
I told people when we signed him,
he hides from the ball in the big games.
I told people when we signed him that he's the type of player that you tuck him in with somebody. You tuck him in and you say, hey, this is all I need you to do. I don't need you to be trying to go around, trying to create whatever, because that's not his mojo. There's certain players, Gravenberg, you can look at them. They're creative. You go back to the old Chelsea teams. You go to that midfield. You see them. They move around, move the ball around. This fella here, man, he is paperweight thin. He is lightweight.
That is.
Like I told Tony this morning, this team, where the Zulu Warriors at on this screen?
The Zulu Warriors are there.
Well, yeah, if y'all brothers, y'all with me, where the Zulu Warriors at?
I call it chocolate midfielders.
Yeah, where the chocolate? There's no chocolate city here. Man. Yeah, there's no chocolate city here, brother.
Jimmy, no matter what it is,
Where the strongman brethren? Where the strongman brethren?
Oh, wow.
Where the strongman brethren? Nowhere to be seen. None of these boys, they had no yams, they had no dumplings, they had no oxtails.
Jesus Christ.
No girl provision.
Hold on. We saying no hard food. No hard
food, man. No girl provision.
Hey man, this is all straight broccoli and a couple of cups of corn. This ain't nothing going on here, man.
Jimmy, he didn't put the gravy with it,
No, food.
No. They didn't even get the gravy. Nothing, doc. They didn't get no Vitamalt, nothing.
Nothing.
Not even drinking the Vitamalt.
No sorrow or nothing.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, you look at this team, and from top to bottom, anybody with good sense can look at it this year and go, you know what? If we bottle at 93% at the top last year, you come into this year, and then you add, you regret. As soon as you sign Havertz, as soon as Havertz was signed, it set the team back because you knew fiscally you have spent money. And the money that you have spent, you could have bought 3 players, 2 or 3 players. Yeah. You could have got one for free. Tillemans was free. You could have got Madison. Yeah. You could have got Kudu. Just so many players out there.
Cole
Palmer was out there.
You could have got that guy from Germany. Plays for Aston Villa. Is it Diarra? Was it?
Diaby.
Diaby.
Yeah.
He's a baller,
Baller.
And you know what? Even that youth there, and people sleep in him as well, Even that youth there, Liam Bailey, he's not a bad player,
No, man, Bailey's always Bailey's just been injury. He has those big injury patches.
Yeah. But
he's raw. He's solid, man. He's solid.
He could come in. He could come into Arsenal, and he can do something at Arsenal. I'm telling you, he could do something at Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal. To me, I don't get why. Okay, I didn't rate Reece Nelson, but he re-signed him. Play him.
Man, I don't know.
A break. You got to give these players a break. I don't get it. I don't understand how players can have so many bad games in a row. Give him a brush off. Give him an ease off. Give him one game off.
He does not like. It's just like, and I used to be a former coach. And I tell people, I used to tell Lee this all the time. I said, a coach should be able to look at his team. He should be able to know the strength and the exact weakness of every single player from top to bottom. You know what they're good at, you know what they're not good at, And even from when the season started, gentlemen, I want y'all to let's go back in time. Let's go back. The first 3 games, what did y'all see? He played Thomas Partey at right back.
Right back. District. I got my share of cussing because Levi Caldwell all of a sudden is my starting left back. So I can relate.
Right back. He goes to right back, Rod.
Right back. That's so disrespectful. I hate to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Partey arguably was neck and neck with Rodri last year. As bad.
Yeah.
And he started him at right back.
So
that's terrorist.
It's insanity. And so then you look, and everybody's going on about this. Oh, but man, we signed Timber. The only reason Timber even started was because Zinchenko was hurt. That Zinchenko, that ain't going nowhere. Not everybody in the world knows whenever he starts, you just go to his side of the field.
Go to his side.
Because he's no good.
Because and this is what I'm trying to say to some Arsenal fans is there's ranting and raving about the fact that they got Jesus and they got Zinchenko and everything like that, right? I said to him, do you honestly think if there was any good, that Man City would have sold them to you? They would not have sold them to you. They know their weaknesses. The things with Jesus is right. For me, he gets injured too much. Yeah,
that's his problem. You can't once he get going, he's hurt again.
Yeah, and some games, you look at some games that he goes missing. You'll hear his name in the first 5 or 10 minutes, and then you won't hear his name again. You won't even know he's on the pitch.
He's on the floor. He's on the floor more than some of them strippers up there in Atlanta. I'm just calling it like a spade, man.
You're too wicked,
Hey man, what your boy say? Real thug get down on the floor. That was directed at Gabby Jesus, man.
Was it shorty with a black bra on?
Yeah, man. I mean, bruh, man, stays on the floor. He stays on the floor. I mean, you look at it now, and I told people when we got him, it was cool, but you never bought anything to compliment him. You got to have a play. He was at City. He had to have Aguero. Yeah. He had to have everybody else with him.
Hey, listen, same story with us, our fans with Sterling. Cussing Sterling as if Sterling is more.
Sterling has never been.
Who he is.
Yeah, he's never been a world beater like that.
Without a striker, Sterling is going to be up and down and up and down.
You know what it was? He was like, you all know it, and he came from Liverpool's academy, innit?
Mm-hmm.
He came from Liverpool's academy, and he was like that with Liverpool. When we had the season at the day when we had
Suarez
Suarez and you had Coutinho, when all them lot was fit, and obviously they put Sterling in there, he was firing. But what happened at the day, when he had to do all on his own, because the following season now, Suarez left twice left. When he had to do it all on his own now, do you know what I mean? That was his last season. He wasn't sort of like that guy anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then he goes to Man City and he's surrounded by, we can't deny it, he's surrounded by world-class players at the end of the day. Very good at the end of the day to look good with world-class players around you. Now he's with Chelsea and no disrespect to Chelsea at the end of the day, right? I feel like Chelsea,
the way they play Sterling is horrible. They give him the ball and go here. Sometimes not even with an overlapper, just here.
No,
it's like, come on, this is not Sterling.
You gotta have.
It's not, because you know what? So to got you. Do you know what it is? At the day, I think the problem that I can see with Chelsea is that they can't find their best 11. Do you know what I mean? It's chopping and changing. One week you have Nicholas Jackson, and you have this.
You know why? Because Chelsea got same problem we got. You have a bunch of B teams. Chelsea had world-class players in their team at one point. World-class. They 11 world-class, 6, 7, 8, 9 world ballot. We go all the way back to the ballots of the world. All the way back to that. Flora Malota, all them guys. And then you look now, and it's the same thing when I talk about Arsenal. Where are the world-class players? There are none.
Yeah,
Zero. There are none.
Let me just pick up my brethren, because this is a good brethren of mine. You know what I mean? He's like a brother to me still. He helps me like a lot with it, my channel, and you know, I'm always on his channel, he's on my channel. Once a while, and I love him like a brother still. He's a good guy, and Fuzzy. So listen, make sure you guys at the day go over to LRFC channel and like and subscribe to his channel. I'll be on there tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, chopping up with him. But this guy here is he's like a brother to me. He's a really good guy, and I actually want to get him working with you guys as well. Do you know what I mean? He's such a lovely guy to have around. Good guy, good guy. Sweet. Sorry, carry on.
It's all good. But you look at the players that Chelsea had, world class. You look at Arsenal. You know, you look at Chelsea now. There's no world class players. Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere as far as the eye can see. You can't find any. And this is why I told people, I said, when we signed Jesus, he was cool, but I never expected him to get past 14 goals because he never done it his whole career. Now, you paying $15 million for a man that's only scored 14 goals at the top of his career. And he had, what, 20, what is Jesus now? 20, his mid-20s?
Yeah, he must be like 27, 28 now.
Yeah, mid, you know. And so now you bring him in, but then you don't have anything. So, well, you know what? He knew it was a problem. Well, man, how did you know it was a problem, man? He turned around in January and he brought in one Trossard.
Yeah.
Trossard was on form. Man of the month, I think in January or February, one of them was on fire.
Yeah.
And then what does this manager do? Sit him down.
Bench him. I remember.
I think played a massive role in us finishing the 93% champions for the year.
Yeah.
And so now this year, what does he do? Anytime he gets on form, he pulls him off.
Yeah.
Anytime, bro. Anytime he's good. He scored a double one game. Set out. He hadn't seen him. Explain why. And it's back and forth. And I mean, you just look, and it's the same old. This manager cannot get out of his way. And I quite frankly have been telling people all month, and I'm gonna say it again. He doesn't need to spend another cent. Jimmy, you know.
Don't give him any more money. Don't give him any more money.
I told Tony, cut the spigot off. Cut off the spigot.
Yeah.
Right. Cut the spigot off. Cut it off. Plug the tap. Plug the tap. Yeah, don't. No more. Because what's gonna happen is he's gonna make a purchase, and it's gonna be somebody that's gonna be completely useless, and we're gonna be stuck with him. It's a waste of money. And this is why I keep folks like, oh man, I say, if it ain't Tony or if it ain't somebody that's game changing, we don't need to be buying them. Just close up shop, just shut it down. I know it's gonna be hurt. I know it's gonna be painful. But you just gotta close up the shop, and then you gotta just deal what you gotta deal with, because this manager, gentlemen, he has spent $700. You know, I put this on Twitter last week, and they chastised me. They went after me. They said, "Oh man, look at this, look at this fool. He doesn't know what he's talking about." I want you to put this in perspective. The Emirates Stadium cost, in today's standards, would have cost about, back then, today, would have cost about 500. I think it's 590 million or something along that line.
With inflation, yeah.
With inflation. Yeah. Well, hell, we spent $700 million. It's a stadium. do you? And then I help y'all. I'll help y'all out. If you don't be serious, we up in the States, you can put up a MLS stadium with that kind of money.
Yeah.
I still have change left over, you know.
Yeah.
Still have money left over to say, yeah.
Hey man, put internet in the stadium with change left over, you know.
Yeah, because you know what, you still got change left over to go down one of those clubs in Atlanta and make it rain, you know.
Yeah, people thought I was crazy last week when I said that, but it's the truth. We have spent so much money that
you can't give them more money. You can't give Arteta more money.
I'm telling you, you can't.
Listen, if they give Arteta any money, I don't care who it is to buy. It could be Tony, It could be Tony's mother. I don't care. Yeah. If they give Arteta any more money, yeah, it is criminal.
If Tony
criminal to give that more, because the fact of the day, right, he was supposed. Remember at the day, he was supposed to be this new guy. He was supposed to be the leading way because they got rid of
Wenger.
Emery. They could have probably, but by now he could probably won them something.
Oh yeah, by now
we would at least have some form of
cup or something.
Yeah, we would have had we'd have had some form of glory up on
you would have had it. It's a bit like, all right, you know what I mean? I know I'm gonna get onto that next, right? It's a bit like Mourinho. Mourinho at the day, right? He would have won Tottenham something. Why they got rid of him before the cup final, I don't know.
They're allergic to trophies, man. They
look,
started itching and getting hives. You know, so they said, nope, we too close to this trophy.
You can't fix stupid. You can't fix stupid. You can't fix that.
Man said hives, yeah. That man said can't fix stupid, you know.
Tottenham got close to that trophy and started getting hives and said, nope.
He said, close. The man started getting nosebleed and shit.
Yeah, you know, you look at and
I started watering, you know.
And I tell you this, since you want to go into it. Since you want to go into it, Rod, we'll go right into it. As far as I'm concerned, and I told Tony this morning is if Mourinho's available, I'm interested. I'll take him as a caretaker. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Folks gonna say, well, what did he do at Roma? He got him a trophy. Yeah. Not only that,
the first trophy.
Yeah. Hey, let's be frank. Let's just call it.
He got to the final last year.
Final again, yeah.
And kind of got ripped off in that one.
Yeah, so, let's call a spade a spade. Ain't nobody talked about Roma Football Club since 1990. What? That. Let's just call it like it is. We were all kids when Roma was rolling.
I was still playing FIFA Genesis, man.
Hey, Jimmy. The only thing we remember about Roma is Francisco Totti. That's the only thing we remember about. That's the only thing going.
I remember Totti never.
The man had some ballers playing for the team. Batistuta used to play for them, innit?
How far ago that was?
Yeah, that was a while ago. Still,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. When we grew up. That's what I said. When we grew up. That's what I said. How far back that was? You talking about way back in the day?
No, that's probably.
That was what 90 what?
Early
90
90s,
what?
Early 90s.
93, 92. You got back in there.
Probably early 90s, from tail end of the 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. So you're looking at that, and then you say to yourself, you look at Roma, and then you look at Roma, and you go, okay, well, all right, if he can get a tune out of them, then maybe we could get some out of them. But honestly, I'm gonna be straightforward, which I'm being serious now. In all actuality, where I think he's gonna go? This is gonna throw y'all for a loop. Well, I'm gonna give y'all two guesses. Jimmy, where you think he's gonna go?
Who that? Marino?
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Where you think he's gonna go, Rod?
Newcastle.
There's two places that I think he'll go. And Newcastle is one because he's got the money. They're going to provide him with the money and the funds to get what he needs. And the other one will be the Brazilian national team.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't. His Brazil, they like to play aggressive football, so I don't know. They like to play.
Look. At this stage, they need all the help they can get. They like the Arsenal. They the Arsenal.
Because Ancelotti was supposed to go there.
Yeah, but he resigned. Yeah. He
signed a contract extension. You know what I mean?
And they signed. They re-signed the coach too. I forgot which was his name.
Oh my lord! Well, they might not even qualify.
They hired somebody.
They the Arsenal. They the Arsenal of the international world now. I mean, you got Rich Charleston at that leader line. You're in trouble, bro.
Yeah, but what do you guys think of? I come to Jimmy in that because obviously being a Chelsea supporter, Mourinho at the day made a good mark in Chelsea in that time, 2004 to 2005. Well, how long did he stay there for? Until 2008, wasn't it?
And then he came back again for the second stint.
Yeah.
2 more years. Yeah.
So what do you think about this, this Mourinho sacking? What's your take on it?
It's typical Mourinho, man. After a while, he wears, if you don't give him what he wants, Roma, Roma spent $100 million when he first got there.
Yeah.
And then I think last year they spent 15. That ain't gonna work. You know, you got to spend money with you got to upgrade the squad. Once he don't get that upgrade, that's it. He lose interest. Yeah, he lose interest, man. And it's like it's just better if you part ways with him. You know. Yeah. If you're not gonna spend, if you're not gonna try to contend, don't waste your time with Mourinho. Don't waste your time.
There's no.
One thing, he'll turn into a baby real quick. He'll start the wham real quick.
You know, Jimmy,
it's because he got standards. You know, he got standards.
And that's 100% true. And so you look at our football club, and folks was like, "Oh man, why we want Mourinho? I want to win." I was like, I don't care if it's for a year or two. I taste glory. You know, somebody can get you on the path. It's like you mentioned earlier about Spurs. They were right there.
Yeah,
probably could have changed the direction of their football club.
But listen, in the last 20-something years, we never went more than 2 years without a major trophy.
You see what I'm saying?
It's going to happen this year.
Yeah.
If we don't win Carabao, not major, but a trophy. If we don't win Carabao or FA Cup, it'd be the first time we went 3 years without winning the trophy.
Right.
We always win a trophy. So it's like,
but you know what?
I'm starting to get hives because the last trophy we won was the Super Cup. I'm saying the what is it? Super Cup. You wait for Super Cup, whatever that is. No, the Club World Cup. I'm sorry, that's the last trophy.
Yeah.
The Club World Cup. Yeah, we won.
The problem is, man, Jimmy, is that y'all, and I have to tell this to United fans, y'all have such a long sustained period of dominance.
Yeah,
that it's probably going to take about a 3 or 4 year reset.
The turnover. And here's my thing to kind of go into my mini rant like Southern Guna went on. I'm gonna keep it a little shorter, but and plus a lot of Chelsea fans, we knew that with the government taking the team from Roman, right? At first, you didn't realize the effect of it until you found out. Okay, we couldn't re-sign Rudiger because of that. We couldn't re-sign. It was somebody else who got away from us that year for free. We couldn't re-sign them because we weren't able to go back to the table and offer them the contracts they wanted. So the trickle down from that, when you look back at the last few recruiting classes that Roman had and the rabbit that Tuchel pulled out of his hat to win Champions League, kind of masked what was really going on with the club, which was a decline. The club was declining. And when the new owners came in, a lot of European football fans, they're a little bit unrealistic when it comes to football. And I get it. That's the fandom, that's the fanatic. I knew that it was going to take a few years. It's going to be changeover, turnover. It's a new, like if you ever work somewhere and somebody buys the company and they bring in a new manager and new everything. People know it's turnover. It's a lot of turmoil. Even though from the outside, everybody look like everything is running smooth, behind closed doors, it's hell. It's hell. And it's always so the owners came in, they were splashing cash everywhere and this and that, and funny stuff happened with Tuchel and so they learning on the fly. So when we brought in Poch, I expected Poch to play one way. We had preseason games here in America. I went to the preseason game, watched it live in person. Amazed. I couldn't wait for the season to start.
Yeah.
4 at the back. It was beautiful football, progressive, quick ball movement. And then we came opening match against you guys, Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I saw 3 center backs on the pitch, and I went, hold up.
He's
right.
completely got off script today.
Yeah. So then I said, you know what? Because you probably remember that opening game, you guys didn't have a midfield. So y'all played.
No, we never 6. No, we never 6.
Pure attackers on the attack. I had like 6 attackers. So I said, you know what? Maybe it's because he saw that Liverpool lineup and said, let me switch it. We came out the very next week against West Ham. Same lineup. And we lost 3-1.
Ron, I remember that game as well.
After the second game, I went back on my brethren Lewis, Carefree Lewis on his channel. I said, listen, I don't like this guy. Everybody, I said, listen, I've worked for people where I had to work under a leader. I've had to lead.
Yeah.
I know what it is. If we work on a plan for 6 days, and then the game is the 7th day, and in the morning of the game, I go, hey, remember that stuff we practiced? We're not going to do that. We're going to do this.
Something else, yeah.
I would look at you like, whoa,
this
guy's doubting himself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I saw that from Pochettino from then. Everybody, no, Jimmy,
you know what? Yeah, you know what, right? Sorry to cut you. Of course, when you say that, when you start talking basic facts and basic things that's going on, and you can see it, you know what I mean? Everybody comes for you. Now you're talking shit. There it is, around that.
No, and it's the worst word that I hate in football Twitter. I don't know where it came from. Agenda. Oh, you have an agenda.
I
got one agenda. I just want to see my team win. That's my agenda.
That's the only agenda. That's the only agenda that you should have. And I can't stand that with fan bases. All right, in the last month and a half, yeah. Do you know at the end of the day, rival fans have had more better compliments and more better respect in the day for my club than what some of my own fans have.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? They've got a guy at the end of the day. I don't know what planet he's living on. They've got a guy at his present moment. He wants Klopp out.
Imagine
he wants Klopp out.
Imagine
he calls him an idiot. He calls him this, and he comes out. And I think to myself, well, how in God's name can you want this guy out if one at the end of the day he's ripped up the spine of the team, which you lot wanted, everybody wanted to do. He's done that. He's brought in a new spine, and he's sitting 5 points clear at the top,
at the top
of the league. How can you want a man? And he's still he's in the Carabao Cup semi-final.
Right.
I mean,
still in the FA Cup.
Yeah, 4 years removed from the Champions League.
Do you know what I mean? Some of the fan base, and when you start trying to tell them, you know what it is. You know that at the end of the day. So like in Jamaica, they've got like a saying in it. It's come like something Brock sticking their ears.
Yeah.
You understand me? They just can't hear.
No, you can't hear what the person's trying to tell you. I know exactly what you're saying.
And you know what? You know what they need? You know what they need? Pizza. They need to come get some of this Pochettino or some of that Arteta, and then they'll see what it is to have a shit manager.
Yeah,
y'all got a great manager. Work with it. You're gonna have some ups and downs, but work with it. My manager has no pedigree. He has nothing for me to work with. And that's how I understand people like Southern Gooner, Lee Gunner, like Curtis Shaw, those type of Arsenal fans. People cuss them because they're not fans of Arteta. But it's like, I have nothing to stand on. He has no pedigree.
You know, it's Jimmy. I told Tony this morning, I said, the way some of our fans carry on about this manager, you would have thought he's won us 15 trophies or whatever.
Yeah. Remember, he won the FA Cup with Emery's players.
That was the just like Yard Man said, that's the interruption cup. We not.
But that was with Emery's players. Ever since he got rid of Unai's players, he ain't win anything.
Hey, yeah, you remember, hey, Jimmy, you remember your boy was down there at Tampa Bay. Tony Dungy was down at Tampa Bay, and they won that Super Bowl, and they were talking about that's the greatest defense ever. And the boy went down there and won it with him, and the same manager, he didn't win nothing. He never won anything else because that wasn't his team. Same thing with this manager. Same thing. Same thing. This manager
and won with the Colts.
This manager ain't winning nothing else with nothing.
And a lot of players Arteta got rid of went and got trophies.
Sure did. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this too, and I'm gonna start saying this more often. The manager has rebuilt the team in his own image of him as a player. as him as a player. They're the same way he was when he played.
Mediocre.
Mediocre. I ain't even got to say.
You would know because you've seen him in a lot of Merseyside derbies.
That's what I'm saying.
Seen a lot of them Merseyside.
Yeah,
Arteta was small, he was tough, but he was meaty. He was meaty as hell.
The man was shaky.
Hey, man.
Shaky for morning. You understand what I'm saying?
Suarez was coming through there like a hot knife through butter.
But to be fair, the fact that right, Suarez did bad up a lot of teams back in the day. I didn't like him because he was a bit of a scumbag. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
But his ability as a player was good. There's a question here for you, someone Guna. He says, question thoughts on why Arteta trusts Havertz over Trossard.
Ravi, what's going on, brother? $65 million. He got to do something. He's got to trust him. $65 million.
Well, he cost double the price of Trossard, right? Didn't Trossard cost about 30 something?
He cost 28 million.
Wow.
28 million. Yeah.
Wow. Even that's a good price. That's a good price, isn't it?
It's double the price, man. He costs double what he costs.
And this is what I'm telling folks. Like you take Trossard, and you could put Trossard into a lot of teams, and he produce. You give him a manager like Arteta, and that's what I wanted to go back on about Martinelli earlier, y'all. I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
We talk about players that's going backwards. What player has transcended to higher heights under this manager?
Can't think of any, really.
If anything, they're going backwards. Look at Martinelli. Wow. I just showed you a number on soccer. I just showed y'all soccer. Odegaard. And I keep telling people this, man. When Real Madrid throw their stuff in the trash, you don't go get it. It's just like when you see somebody moving out of apartment and you go run and grab the bed set. Get in bed bugs. Anybody been through it? No, I know about it. You don't want to go through the bed bug, bro.
No.
Yeah. You don't want to go through that. And then you pick that up thinking you're doing something. No. If Odegaard was gonna hit his heights, he would have already done it. You don't buy a player at his age in that position. See, certain positions where a person they go to the next level. You look at Kevin De Bruyne. He came back from Germany. You could just look at him and tell. Salah came back from Germany. Was ready to go. You look at Vinicius over at Real Madrid. You look at Jude Bellingham. There's certain players you can look at and tell, okay, yeah, they've got it. This is it. You look at Odegaard, and it's like, I'm still trying to let me see what he can he, what about
when he was Real Madrid, wasn't
he? Yeah. They loaned him out twice. Look at Havertz. Look at Havertz.
Kai Havertz,
I mean, look at Havertz. And you ask yourself, they were like, well, man, he was over in the German league. I mean,
Leverkusen. He was with Leverkusen, I think.
He was at Bayern Leverkusen.
Yeah, a lot. Chelsea bought him for about something like 80 million. Was it 80 million euros or something like that? Anyway, you know what I mean? So
a lot of these players, Rod. A lot of these players like that, they turn around. And this is just me. I'm just talking now. I feel like a lot of these players, they don't develop themselves. They don't develop. No. And so what happens is they stunt their careers early by making moves that they don't need to make. Or, you just don't get the fundamentals. This Jude Bellingham, where did he come from? Where did Jude Bellingham come from?
Originally Birmingham City.
Okay. And where did they pick him up from? When
Dortmund.
What did he do? He learned, he got the trade, learned, and then he moved on.
I'll tell you what, that Dortmund and then when I was living in Germany, I was living in Germany for 2 years. I had the pleasure of going over to Dortmund and that beautiful city. And Dortmund is a team at the day, they cultivate their players. You know what I mean? They buy them young and they cultivate.
They nurture. They nurture their players from bottom to
the Prem. Then sell them to the Prem for 80 billion.
Yeah, because you know what it is though, Jimmy. Right? I think I can honestly say, had Jude Bellingham not gone to Dortmund, he wouldn't have been as good as he is now.
No,
he would not have been as good as he is now. Do you know what I mean? Now he's ripping up trees. He's quite
ripping up.
He's ripping up trees now. But I tell you that if he didn't have that process of Dortmund, going to Dortmund in the day, right, it will still be Birmingham City standard. I mean, he's at Birmingham City, he was doing things, but like, that's just Birmingham City. But he really rose onto the stage at the day at Dortmund.
You know what?
Learning his trade.
Right. This is what, and I said all that to say this. A lot of players today, the modern footballer, they're not being nurtured from infancy. It's like when you look at Saka and Martinelli. Unfortunately, especially in Saka's case, if he's not careful, he's going to top out in the next year or two.
Yeah, he's going to burn out, man.
He's going to burn out. We'll have another Jack Wilshere on our hands, another shoulda, woulda, coulda. And then you got Martinelli, who's going to become a one-trick pony. I mean, it's no different than Raheem Sterling. Go straight, go forward, put a man in front of him, then he's stuck. You know, and then he's trying to figure out what can he do. You know, no kind of extra sauce to his game. And then
I rate Martinelli. I think Martinelli.
I think he's a good player, but Rod, as long as you put Ancelotti with a player like that, Jurgen Klopp, as you stated earlier, Jurgen Klopp, Pep, you know,
and
then you Arteta, and then you get Arteta. You just say Arteta.
Yeah.
What is Arteta going to teach him? And I'm saying, I know you laughing because I know you laughing.
It's just funny because Arteta. It's funny because you lot, all right. Arsenal to me and there is a big institute. You know what I mean? Always has been, always will be a big institute. Yeah, but big what doesn't help Arteta, Arsenal as a brand and as an institute, as a club, that you've got a mediocre manager there.
You had
a good manager. You had a good manager. Well, you know what it was? The board started listening to certain sections of the fans. I'm talking about people from AFTV and all them cronies. Yeah, started listening to them.
You're right the first time. Right? The crook. You're right. The crooks.
Yeah, they started listening to them, and they right. Yeah, and saying about whatever they want to say about Unai Emery. They got rid of him. And what did you do? You know, at the end of the day, right? If you get, it's like having a woman. You've got a woman. If you finish with a woman and then think that, right? Yeah. Guarantee the next woman that you're with, it's got to be better than that one. Do you know what I mean? Because if it's not, and you're still getting the same at the end of the day, or even less, yeah, you might as well stay with that woman you finished with. Do you know what I mean? So, to me, let me give you that, because I know that Jimmy's got to nip off soon. Yeah, let me give you we ask this question for the panel. Rank Patrick Vieira, Fernandinho, Yaya Toure. 1, 2, 3.
For me, 1, Patrick Vieira, 2, Yaya Toure, 3, Fernandinho.
What about you, Jimmy?
I'll put Yaya first because Patrick Vieira played for Arsenal. And
you hear that? You see that? So basically, he just said that. He basically said as 1, but because it's Arsenal, you know. If he played for Fulham, he'd have been number 1. They put him at number 1. Because he know it just like I know it. Patrick Vieira 1, Yaya Toure 2, and then Fernandinho 3. You know, no.
Yeah, but Yaya was so fun to watch. He was one of my favorite players to watch, man.
It's crazy, man, how fast time flies, man. And we watched his whole career.
Yeah,
take off like that, man. And could you imagine what he would have went for in the day's market? How much he would have went for in the day's market?
I was talking to a brethren of mine, and we were sitting down. Really, I said, "How much would you pay for Zidane today?" And he was like 200, 225.
You know, that's a show. You know what? I had been thinking about doing that, and I think I'm gonna do that sometime in the next couple of months. I'm gonna do a show about all y'all over, man. We're gonna do a show where we can go through all what would this player cost today. Yeah.
Right. This one here, question for bro Samanguna, Trossard, good enough to start?
Absolutely. But this manager won't start him. He's good enough to start. He should have started 2 or 3 times already. But the manager has his picks and chooses, and he's gonna continue to go with what he wants to do. You know,
a lot of these managers have favorites, man.
Yeah. They're gonna. I mean, he's going down that Kai Havertz hill this year.
Listen, guys, tonight. Thank you guys tonight for coming in. You might give me some beer vibes. And I'm gonna have to have. I have to have you on again. You both,
Oh, absolutely, brother.
It's
Absolutely.
beer vibes, man. Beer vibes, Jimmy.
Definitely.
Pick up your damn self, brother. Pick up yourself. From sound man to sound man, brother. You know.
Yeah.
Listen, now thanks for coming on, big man. And listen, I need to get back on again because listen, beer vibes, man. Beer vibes. I know
I'm actually February when I come back. I'm actually going to Jamaica Friday. I got a couple dances to play. But when I come
you play
back,
Jamaica? Who with? Based on this?
No, I got Ricky Trooper.
Oh, Sound Trooper.
Yeah, and then I'm going to Rebel Salute too.
Oh, wicked, man.
Yeah. It's Trooper's birthday weekend, so yeah, we're gonna be chilling with Trooper and stuff. And
man. He's a good guy.
In February, when I come back, I'm actually gonna have weekly, because my channel is only watch along so far. But I'm actually gonna start. It's winter time, so I'm in the house more. I'm gonna start doing weekly shows, man. I'll definitely have you on as the as the Liverpool rep. You know.
Listen, anytime that you want me on your channel, brother, I'm there. You just contact me, and I'm there, man. Because listen, you come on my show tonight. Beer vibes. Vibes.
Definitely. I'll definitely come back anytime, man. Anytime I'm free.
Respect.
If you need me, give me a link. Just hit me on Twitter, Instagram, any one of them, man. And just
you done know, man. You done know. Summer Guna, thank you for coming on.
Hey, man. I appreciate you asking, man.
No, listen, you're gonna come on my channel again.
Absolutely.
We're gonna do it again still. Can you please shout out channel and obviously where they can find you and stuff?
You can follow me here on YouTube, Southern Guna. You can find me on the Arsenal Watch Alongs with Lee Gunner every game day, most times. You can also find me over with Tony Clark Gunner. We do a show called The Two Henchmen, and we chop it up as well. And like I said, I appreciate you inviting me, brother. I'm going to invite you over to my channel as well. We're going to have some fun, man. And like I said, it's just Vibes FC. We have to get you and Tony on at the same time. That'll be the Comedy Hour Cafe.
I told you, listen, Jimmy. I told Tony, because I know Tony from way back, we go way back.
Yeah.
And the man was chatting. I said, rare this, rare that. I said, Tony, calm down. My man's a witness, and I said, calm down. The race is not full of
it's too early.
You can endure it, my friend. Yeah. Don't worry about what happened between us and Man United, because not one game is the same. Not one game is the same. Don't worry about that and what happened. Do you know what I mean? So.
Hey, and you know what? I want to say this too before we. I know we got school, but I did want to touch on this right quick. Arsenal should be ashamed of themselves going over to Dubai, talking about a warm weather training. And the rest of the season is going to be in cold weather.
Freezing. You know what Chelsea is?
Where?
Switzerland.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You should be outside in the ice cold, getting ready for it. At least if you're gonna go to warm weather training, you need to be down in the jungles of Vietnam. That's what they need to be down there.
Places in Switzerland.
Down there in Mongolia somewhere, getting made men.
This regard here, man. Listen.
You see, wait. Before we left, you seen Arteta letting the man put the meat in his mouth?
Right there. That's why you won't win the title, right there.
What is it? Some romance thing?
Yeah, hey, bro, that right there. When I saw that.
We said, Jimmy. So
you know the brother would do the food and got some of the salt. The Salt Bay.
The Salt Bay.
He was cutting up the meat and he stuck it out. Arteta was.
Listen, we don't want the man feed me. Hey, we don't want the man feed me.
No. Hey, no, man. Yeah.
Hey, you ever been to the hibachi?
No, I do. Yeah,
when they cook the food in front of you, right?
You be sitting there, you be just watching.
And then the chef, he's so skilled. If you just stand there with your mouth open, he'll throw the food and it'll land in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's someplace you go with your family. Every time they get to me, I just look at him and he be like, and go to the next person because he know he ain't throwing nothing in my mouth, bro.
I'm not feeding that. I mean, there was a place years ago I went to in Bedford and Dave where they cook food in front of you, know that. But no man not feed me no that.
Yeah, you ain't put no food.
I got me a gal that'll feed me. I don't need man feed me that.
Woman alone feed me no. Woman alone that.
Yeah.
I gotta go jump on my brethren show.
Yeah, go do your thing. I'm gonna come up before we get banned anyway.
Southern Guna, we link, yeah.
Yo, yeah, man, bless up. Listen, guys, if you're gonna watch this on a replay, please like and subscribe and share on all social media. It's been a vibe tonight. You know what I mean? I was looking forward to this show, and listen, it hasn't failed. It hasn't failed. I've got a few new people in there. Kiefer, Kiefer's in the building. What's Kiefer saying? He goes, speak of West Ham, they are about to go out the cup. I think they're out the cup now. I think that goes, he goes full time. West Ham were out. We lost to Bristol City. Wow. Listen, everybody, all the new people in the chat, please do not leave without hitting the like button and also hit the subscribe button. I'm on the way to 3,000 subscribers. It's getting there. Currently standing at 2,820. So only another 180 to go. No, sorry, 30, sorry. So only another 170 to go. Okay, so please like and subscribe. Listen, Guna, it's been a pleasure.
Likewise, brother.
Definitely have to do this again. I mean, it was fun. It was just fun. Do you know what I mean? We were supposed to talk about, obviously, a lot more stuff, but you know what? I just got stuck in the answer for you. Just made it so much fun.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
Thank you very much. Listen, thank you very much. And listen, you are welcome on my channel anytime, my friend. Anytime.
I appreciate it, brother. Likewise, you know man. Likewise.
Yeah, man. Big up. So, right, we are gonna make a move now because I've got to be up early in the morning. I've got to do this security course. I've got a security course I've got to do. I don't know. So I've got to do that. So listen, guys, all I've got to say is to you guys is peace, love, and respect. Keep it blazing. Peace.